Hello, I have returned. If you have found this video, more than likely you have seen my reviews for season 2 of And Just Like That, or maybe this is your first time that you're seeing one of my videos. In that case, hello, I'm Melissa. Okay, so I am a longtime Sex and the City fan. I also have seen the movies, obviously have been watching the reboot, and I wanted to come back to review season 3. Okay, will I finish the whole season? Well, that all depends on you. If nobody is watching these, then probably not. But if you guys are into it and want me to keep going, please make sure to leave me a comment so that I know that it's not just me talking to myself on camera, but that I'm talking to you, the viewer. And also leave me a like because that really helps me out. It is important that if you're interested in supporting YouTubers, that you show interaction on the video so that the algorithm can pick that up and it's showing the Google gods that you're interested in seeing this video. And that way we could increase the visibility and gain members in our community. So now the housekeeping is done, let's get into this episode. There are things that I really liked, and there are things that I'm just kind of like so on. There's just some things I'm like, I have like red flags, I have question marks, what is going on? But I'm gonna start with the positives. I think the favorite thing that I have about this episode that I just love because it kind of took me back to old school Sex in the City was the hilarious sescapades of Miranda. Miranda is in this journey still where she is a recovering alcoholic and she is a person who came out later in life, and she's out here in her program. I'm guessing it's AA, duh. And then she's also out here in a lesbian bar trying to meet a person to date or bang, whatever. And she brought over with her Charlotte and Carrie to be her wing woman. And I love this because, hello, in comes Rosie O'Donnell. You guys, I have no idea which guest stars are gonna pop on this season, but this was such a random surprise that it made it funnier because I haven't seen Rosie O'Donnell's face in so long, but when she came on screen I instantly recognized her and I was like, wait, hold up, huh? Oh, Rosie O'Donnell. I thought this was so fun. Disclaimer, this is going to be a spoiler review because I just want to be able to talk about it with the ones who have watched it, and if you don't care about spoilers, then you're welcome to stay. But I thought it was hilarious when Rosie O'Donnell's character comes, she tells Miranda that not only was this her first time with a woman, this was her first time ever. She is a virgin, but because she is a nun. Now, I had a lot of questions. I was like, wait, do you mean you were a nun? Because she used the present tense. And if she is still a nun, how is it that she, banged someone? Because those two things, I didn't know that, those two things went together. But I thought that was so funny. Okay, because she is also a tourist in New York, so they call her Sister Mary Tourist, which is hilarious. And again, it takes it back to when the girls would give their partners or people that they're dating these nicknames. And it's so funny because I do that now with my girlfriends today, where if we're going out on like a random date with somebody, we give them a certain kind of nickname based on whatever particulars are going on. And it's just so true to life. You just kind of have to like treat this whole dating game like it's a big old laugh, because sometimes it is. You gotta laugh or else you're gonna cry. So this was my favorite storyline of the episode because Miranda is very much into this was just a one-night stand homegirl, while Sister Mary Taurus, it appears that even though she's a tourist, she actually is interested in seeing Miranda again, and she wants to like meet her for dinner or to like go see Wicked, and she is interested in dating her. Now I wonder if Rosie O'Donnell or Sister Mary Taurus is gonna stick around, or if she literally is going to be just a one-night stand. I'm kind of hoping that we get to see more of Miranda's story with her trying to find and date different people, because we already saw Miranda try to be in a relationship in season 2. So we already kind of like did that. So I am hoping that we don't just repeat that whole thing again of her trying to be in a relationship. I just want to see a woman in her 50s who is out. She came out later in life, and she's trying to still like find her person, and she's gonna go through these trials and tribulations of, you know, the dumpster fire that dating can be, because I think it made for such good comedy, and it took it back to one of the things that I think a lot of us loved about Sex and the City back in the day. So more of Miranda's dating life, please. Now, this next storyline that I want to talk about is Carrie and Aiden. I think this is making for a good television drama, because if you remember last season, this man had the audacity to leave New York for 5 years because he has good reasons. He's a father first. He has to go take care of his troublesome child up in Virginia, I believe. But then he has the audacity to ask his girlfriend to wait for him when she just bought a beautiful big home for the both of them. I'm gonna leave, but I want you to wait, and I want to have minimum contact with you. I cannot blame, I think I talked about this last season. I can't blame him for leaving because he's a dad. He's all about his family. But then like let her go. And in this episode, you even see people with their opinions about this. Okay. And Anthony is somebody who has no filter, who can come off very direct, which comes off very harsh. But he questions her because, like, who wouldn't? He's asking her, like, wait, what do you mean you don't know when he's going to come back into town? Like, how does that work for you? Aren't you guys in a relationship? What are you, like, why isn't he with you? All valid questions. But like I said, he's very direct, which can come off pretty harsh. And I did like that his boyfriend made him realize that. His boyfriend told him, can't you just be not you? Can you just think first? Which I think is something fair, you know, because you can be honest, but you also got to have tact and compassion, you know, because everyone kind of communicates differently, and some things can be very difficult to tackle and talk about. In case in point, Carrie's very weird relationship. And Carrie seems to be very okay with this. She feels good and confident in the beginning of the episode, because to her, she's like, well, he's got to do what he's got to do. He has to take care of things up north while I'm here in New York taking care of things that I need to do, which is furnishing and working on this home. Like, this is my project right now. But towards the end of the episode, when when the phone sex attempt part 2 fails because Aiden is busy being a father, she finally opens up her laptop after she hasn't been writing for quite a long time now. She is doing what she does best as Carrie Bradshaw. She opens up her laptop and she's pouring out her thoughts. So maybe that means she'll be starting a whole new book or a new podcast. Who knows? But I'm so curious. You guys, I want to know, what are your thoughts that Aiden asked her to wait for 5 years? And Miranda, who is known for being a voice of reason, she can come off kind of judgmental. She said something interesting to Carrie. She told her, hey, as long as it's working for you, which is a fair assessment. Like, as long as people are happy and safe in their relationships, it's their business what they're doing. But the reality is setting in when this minimum communication, except when he's feeling horny or when she wants to make him happy and keep things honest, but then like phone sex goes bad. That's when I think with that last scene, we're kind of seeing the little cracks in what she thinks is a very safe and secure, loving, fair relationship. So I do think it's good for the television drama of it all. And I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay, so it's time to talk about the thing that I didn't love about this episode. And I think I mentioned this in season 2 with Charlotte. I just don't understand what they're doing with this character. I almost feel like in the writer's room, they just are literally like throwing crap at the wall and trying to see what sticks. It's like, oh, what can we think of for Charlotte to do? You know what? In season 3 opener, she's going to go through some dog drama. Okay, some lady at the dog park is going to demand for her to pay for her dog's MRI because she thinks her dog attacked her dog. I'm sorry, but why do I care? Why do I care? Charlotte is the only one who has her husband, her home, now a new job, and her 2 kids. Why isn't there just a little bit more, I don't know, family drama happening? We touched upon it a little bit last season, but I'm hoping they do something else with this character because it's feeling like they don't know what to do with her, which is unusual and kind of pissing me off because Charlotte is obviously a OG character. She deserves better than this. I was just kind of bored to tears with the dog drama. It's just like, I don't care. And I'm really, really, really hoping that they give her more to do because I almost can't take it. I love dogs, but I just didn't care. Another interesting character that I like because we see Seema, who is this beautiful woman in her 50s who breaks up with Ravi because the man is a workaholic, and Seema is looking for a guy who's obsessed with her. Okay, and you know what? I can't blame her. She can do all the things for herself. She has she has her looks, she has her money, she has her job, and she wants a guy who's going to be there down bad for her. And I can't blame her. I'm really hoping for a happy ending for her. So just like with Miranda, I hope we get to see her trying to go out on some dates, and then maybe she'll have some more interesting sescapades. I think that can make for some really funny and relatable scenes out there in the dating world. And I just love that we kind of get to see older women like Miranda and Seema going through these things, because I feel like it's very kind of true to life how it just feels like you never are going to be at a place where you have everything figured out, you know? Like life can get very complicated. It can get very real. It can get very painful. It can have beautiful moments. It can have traumatic moments. And whether you're 20 or 35 or 50 or 60, you're constantly trying to figure things out for yourself. So I think this is a great opportunity for this show to kind of show us that. So I think they will be showing that with these single characters, namely with Seema and Miranda. So those are the actually 2 favorite characters that I have right now, whose storylines that I'm the most interested in. Another storyline that I wasn't that interested in is Lisa. I barely remember, but she starts off the episode with what? She's trying to do this pitch meeting. She's working on this 10-part docuseries, and her bosses want her to bring in Michelle Obama. How is this tying into everything? I'm not quite certain. So that's another character that I would put under the category the same as Charlotte. Is just like not very interesting or compelling yet, that I'm hoping they do something to bring in some kind of drama or something, because right now it's just not really giving. But you know, it's only the first episode. I have hope. So as a season opener, I think I will give this a, you know what? I'm going to go high. I'm going to start high, 4 out of 5 stars, because I actually laughed out loud with the whole Sister Mary, with the whole Rosie O'Donnell nun thing. I thought that was hilarious. And I just hope that we get to see more of funny moments like that. And I really enjoyed the up and down of this weird relationship that Carrie and Aiden are in. So those are enough materials for me to not regret the experience of episode 1. And I'm interested to see where the storylines go. So I hope you guys join me every single week. I will be uploading the reviews. If you guys are interested in them, please leave me your comments. Let me know how you rate the episodes, 1 out of 5 stars. Let me know what storylines you liked, which characters you are hating, and what you hope to see for the future. Thank you so much for checking my video out, and I'll catch you guys next time.